Hey everyone, I'm Cosmic and welcome to the cloud. Oh right, I have to bring up chat. Okay, right, I forgot how to do the Minecraft stream. Hang on one sec. Gotta open chat over on this monitor. Hello Octoseal, hello Bean. Goated music today? Honestly, I totally forgot to bring up music until like 2 seconds ago and I just looked up like a random Nintendo playlist, but yeah. Hopefully it'll be good. Okay. Do 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 do. Today we're doing more building Octovalley in Minecraft. The music is a little loud for me. Is that better? let me know how the volume is. So yeah, all right. I had to change the FOV for the thumbnail. There we go. Volume is good. Okay. Right. So I can't stream for like as late as I normally do today. But I wanted to. I can still. I mean, like 2.5 hours probably. So hopefully, I mean, we should probably be able to finish Area 5, I imagine, because it's like, you know, the scale does feel weird. That's the only thing with this is like, I'm wondering, I don't know. I've brought it up a couple of times, but like, the scale has felt a little off, and it feels especially off in Site 5 for some reason. I don't know if I could get away with only changing Site 5, or like, I don't want to necessarily have to rebuild the entire thing, obviously. Okay, actually, no, this is area... It was this area specifically that felt really small in the Minecraft version. But maybe that's not as far off as I thought it was. Like, it kind of just looks like it should go out a block each direction, right? At least. And actually, like, looking at it now, yeah, like, I had these kind of lined up. I guess that is kind of lined up with this stuff. What is... What hell... Okay, sorry, I got an ad. Right. I thought... I might have to switch playlists to something that doesn't have ads again. I always forget of that, I'm sorry. This seems really loud now. Okay. I mean, I should probably get this figured out before building the rest of it, right? I mean, I've already built a lot of things, which is... it's probably going to be another struggling with scale. I know we had a lot of that the last time with this area, just adjusting things, but... Oh my god. Sorry, I'm getting like notifications now. Let me mute this thing. So yeah, I talked about it a bit on Discord, by the way. The video, I wanted to have a video out on Friday. I think it's partly just because there's lots of like very high resolution images. I don't know what exactly it is about it, but it is just not been rendering. Like, I've tried doing like a million different things to get it to finish exporting from Premiere, and I'm just struggling to literally finish the video and just export it. So I'm hoping to get it out tomorrow. I wanted to get out today. I wanted to get out Friday. I wanted to get out today, and it just hasn't been happening. So hopefully tomorrow, I can figure it out. But yeah, I don't know. Just know a video. I'm trying to get a video out. I'm really wondering like what I should, because like everything here is kind of built. So I guess I'll explain. Like, this whole area is basically built out of these like, there's these cubes, right? So there's these things which are these like glass like squares that are sometimes full cubes. There's obviously all these platforms that are cubes, or like square shaped and like are, you know, it's all proportional. Like, it's all like kind of on a grid. Which in my mind, I'm like, oh, that would make it really easy to build in Minecraft, because I've been making these blocks 3 by 3 for the rest of the map. But then when all put together, I'll actually use this song that's playing right now in the video. That's weird. But basically, yeah, so I built everything on this kind of like grid structure with the scale that I had been using for the rest of the map, but it kind of comes out as too small, I feel. So I don't know, because it's really only this part that looks like this, and I just don't know. I'm just not sure exactly what I should do about it, because I wonder even if I just made this middle part 4 wide to match these blocks. Yeah, I mean, this looks proportional though, right? Like, it does look like... I might just have to do a little bit of, like, you know, faking it. Like, obviously it can't be totally perfect. I think the best way to start right now... Oh, but then this wouldn't be able to be centered, and that would be so annoying. I was gonna say just extending it 1 outward to match the 4 block width here, but... Because then everything would kind of, like... so... I already made these cubes 4 by 4. And these look good now, like, that looks more proportional. These were really weird at first, because I had them 3 by 3, and it, like, didn't reach across, and also I felt like this should be 4 by 4. So, like, this looks good, but then it gets to here, and it's actually, like, this is supposed to be even. So my first instinct is, like, okay, just expand the middle by 1 block, just shift over, like, you know, select half of this, move it over 1, and then fill in the middle. But the issue that creates is just the ink rail then. But the ink rail is kind of already, like... You know, I don't really know how I'm doing the ink rails anyway. So I don't know if I necessarily want to, like, you know, handicap the rest of the look of the build based on the ink rail. But then there's also stuff like this. Well, I mean, that could pretty easily be extended, like, 1 outward. I think that's gonna be worthwhile. Because this has been bothering me. Like, I want this to all be even. Okay, but the question now is how far up do I select it? Like, do I just leave some of these cubes where they are? I feel like a lot of them are probably pretty fine where they are. Although, I don't know. Okay, this is... Like, on one hand, I want to just move it all at once and then kind of go through and fix things, but I also wonder if it might be easier to just move the parts I absolutely have to. I should probably, like, do some of this off stream. Sorry, it's gotten to the point where I really only think about this build on stream, so, like, I still haven't finished, like, the underside of Area 3 and everything, which I keep saying I'm gonna do off stream. Okay. I think I just gotta, like, commit to this at some point. I'm just gonna move the bottom part first, just to see how that looks, and then we can go through, and if it looks good, then I will, you know, make everything else make sense proportionally. Okay, new version of Axiom, whatever. Not that. So let me... Okay, so we're gonna go here. This is an ad. Okay, I'm like, this is not... There's no way this is a Nintendo song. Okay. Sorry. I always forget what playlist I use that doesn't have ads. Oh my god, I forgot that Axiom camera is like this. What's this for? I'm just building the Splatoon 1 single player hub area in Minecraft. Shoot, I didn't think this through. Is there a way to, like... Oh, I can do that. Oh, I wish I knew that like a long time ago. Oh my god, that makes things so much easier. I can't believe I never figured that out until now. I could just move the selection. I always like restarted the selection if I was like one thing off. Okay. So yeah, this is my predicament now. Is like, how far up with this do I go at the moment, or do I just worry about the bottom layer? I'm just gonna worry about this part. You can also make the player smaller? Can you do that? I'm gonna miss that, those carpets, aren't I? Okay, so let's go one higher then. Okay. I could probably just copy this over then. Probably be the easiest way to do that. And as usual, I forget what the copy command is. Shoot. I figured it out at some point on the last stream and then I forgot again. Control J. Why is it J? I don't know how I... Okay, whatever. That's fine. Okay, well this shouldn't be here. Hello, Traveler of the Stars. Oh my god. Please. Okay, so obviously this is messed up, but we're just gonna deal with that for now. That does feel better though, right? It's still not... Did it go back one? I don't know. I'm gonna leave it at that for now. I think that's like okay, at least. How was your week? It was pretty good. I guess I'm frustrated that I couldn't get that video out because it just wouldn't. I don't know if you heard. I guess I said it earlier on the stream and I said it in the Discord, but I've been trying to render a video and it has just not been working. I finished editing it, but I just can't get it out, so it's kind of annoying. Did I move? I did move those, so those are proportional. I think the sponge is correct. So now the weird things are just like these. This kind of thing. So this... Is that not... Is that how that's supposed to look? How do I even get up there? That's the wrong side. This is supposed to have like one... Okay, so that just kind of works out anyway. There's kind of only really one block of space there to begin with. So that's fine. This is supposed to be kind of slotted into there. How far apart is that supposed to be? There's kind of supposed to be like a full block of space there, though. Okay, I'm gonna move these over then. Let me see, like... Nope, not that. You've gotten 7 shinies so far? Did they make them easier to get in that game? Seems like you already made a lot of progress. I mean, not well. I did a lot of this off stream actually. I haven't really done that much this stream yet. We pretty much just started. I'm just kind of working on the scale of stuff right now and moving things around. Okay. This definitely needs to be moved. So let's take a look at that. Yeah, I'd say all this needs to be shifted over. That's gonna cause issues there, so let's just do it like this. And then fix this. The Splatoon is ripe for a rhythm game spin-off in the future. I mean, I'm not like a huge rhythm game guy. I guess I hope it would be like... So I'm really looking forward to this game called Unbeatable. I think I talked about when I played the demo a while ago. It comes out in November, and it's a rhythm game, but it's like... Well, you remember, I played Hi-Fi Rush on stream. I don't know how many of you guys were here for that. It was like a while ago. It was like my first streams on YouTube, actually, when I switched from Twitch to YouTube. But that game is like... It's like a character action game, but it has like rhythm game like elements to it. Like you time your hits in combat to the beat of the music, and it like, you know, strengthens it. And I loved that as like a gimmick and like a theme for the game. And Unbeatable is much more of like just a rhythm game, but it contextualizes it. Basically, I'm not really interested in a rhythm game where it's just you know, songs are playing and you hit the circles and squares that appear on the screen. Like, I like when it's contextualized as like you're like a character like hitting enemies or like doing something to the beat. So I guess if Splatoon were to ever do a rhythm game, I would hope that like just artistically it would, you know, have interesting things going on. Like, it'd be cool if it had like a story, and if you were like doing things and not just like literally hitting notes, because obviously the music is gonna be good, so I don't really have to like worry about that. So I guess, I mean, that's what I would want. I mean, Zelda used to have a big focus on music. It's kind of lost that recently. Because, like, Link used to literally play instruments in, like, every game. Like, not only was Zelda music, like, good and famous for being good, but it was, like, a part of the gameplay. But, yeah, I guess in the recent years, that's been kind of lost. So now the question is, if I move this over to the left, do I move all of this over? You know, Splatoon approach to the roguelite genre. I feel like any other genre will just be babies first XYZ. I mean, maybe. But I'm not even saying, like, I had, like, I don't know. I think a rhythm game could still... I think they could do an interesting take on it with the visuals and it still be like a, you know, basic rhythm game gameplay-wise. I mean, but they do have the Zelda orchestra. Like, that has been a thing. They don't have hologram concerts, but like... I would still say it's been a big part of the series, historically. I feel like this should definitely be here. I knew this had to be complicated somehow. It's like, oh, it's the zone that's just a bunch of blocks. It's gonna be like the easiest part to build, and then all the proportions are off. Okay, that works out fine, actually. I might even do it like this. That's actually not how I thought that would work out, but okay, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The Splatoon spin-off conversation I think is different now because we have Raiders. Like, I think everyone assumed like when or if there would be a spin-off, it would be like very much like its own genre, and Raiders, as far as we can tell, is still going to have like, you know, the core movement and shooting is still going to be the same as like mainline Splatoon. So I don't know if they want to do a spin-off that is more just of a like, you know, specific kind of like separate genre. I think it's less likely now after Raiders, to be honest. Like, despite now having spin-offs, I think if the spin-offs, I don't know. I mean, we don't really know enough about Raiders to say for sure, but I still feel like I don't really see it happening soon, at least. So make a crazy Bed Wars map? I could kind of see that working, yeah. Okay, these sponges are gonna annoy me, but I might just have to deal with it kind of being a little weird for the sake of everything. I keep thinking this song is gonna be like a Flintstones Silva Gunner rip. Sorry, like that for da 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 da. Okay, so that's about where it should be. Yeah, I can't place the sponges exactly in between, but that's just gonna be that's fine. Good enough. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Raiders means like a different genre would never happen. I just think it's, I don't know. It's too far in the future if it's ever going to happen at this point for me to really speculate too much about it. Okay. Is there anything else I need to move, or is that actually, that might be kind of okay now if I just deal with the fact that these sponges are not going to be, well, if I do that, it's at least symmetrical, even if they're not perfectly centered. That's fine, because it's just like the implication of sponges anyway. Like, obviously you can't actually fill them with ink or anything, so okay, I think proportionally that might be all right now. Okay, now before anything, I kind of just want to work on the texture. Actually, this is like a decent vantage point. Those like clouds are in the way, but oh, there we go. Okay, they kind of fade out. I used carpet here before, but I don't actually think I like this. Can't really remember why I decided to go with this. Oh, that's why. Well, what if I just did it like this? I mean, that looks kind of weird because it's supposed to just be consistent. Is there any other, like, carpet-like thing I can maybe use here instead?
Optimism isn't sunshine.
Oh my god, I need to get a playlist that doesn't have ads. I'm sorry. I always have the what's that one channel? There was some channel. Okay, oh no, this is the same channel. Ooh, Hollow Knight OST. Okay, let's hope this guy doesn't have ads and we can listen to some Hollow Knight OST. I did finish Silksong this week, by the way. S2's story mode gets a lot of flack, but I do think they'll progress through an Octarian facility reach the court. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely like Octo Valley a lot more as a hub, and I think it's just kind of a cooler singular space. But definitely like Octo Canyon does kind of have a better feeling of like progression. Yeah, like Cephalon HQ is a really interesting area. I feel like it's not I feel like that does deserve more credit. Some of the other sectors I think are kind of ugly, like the one that just randomly has like the Muscle Forge climbing walls. I don't really know what's going on there, but yeah. Armalita was the most I struggled with a boss ever in the game. It took me like 6 hours. Most of the things in the game were like, you know, I mean, it's a hard game, but Savage Beastfly, which I did on stream, was the worst experience I had with a boss for like a long time. Like, that took me 2 hours to beat. Most of the other bosses did not take me 2 hours. Like, I either beat them like within a few tries, or it was like an hour at most. Like, even like Last Judge was not that bad. I don't know, like I really didn't struggle with that much with that many of the bosses, but then Carmelita just absolutely kicked my ass. Like, I played it as like 6 hours across 2 different days. I was just like throwing myself at it. I don't know, I could not figure it out. Okay, with Vile Water, I fully admit I didn't know there was a secret bench, but I'm just like, there's no way this is the run back. There's no way there isn't another bench. So I just looked up Vile Water bench, and I did just look up the secret bench, basically. Which makes it a lot. You got, okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's still pretty hard even with the secret bench, but yeah, Vile Water is something. But even then, like that wasn't fun. I agree there that was like suffering, but like Savage Beastfly for me overall, I still think was a more annoying experience. Because Girl just didn't take that, like the actual boss is like fine. Yeah, I don't know why the bench is hidden. I don't know what they're thinking. But yeah, I won't talk spoilers, but like Act 3 was very, very cool. I definitely enjoyed the game a lot. Is there just one layer here? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Let me, oh no, I turned off falling, right? Yeah, okay, good. Forgot I did that. Yeah, there's definitely like, I like the difficulty and I get that it's a part of the design, but there are moments in that game that are like, it just feels like they are being mean to the player for no reason. I honestly still think Hunter's March and Sinner's Road, yes, Bile Water. I get why everyone talks about Bile Water, but like, I don't know, maybe I was just more like desensitized to it at that point. For me, like Hunter's March and Sinner's Road still stand out as like the more like evil areas. Like, I don't know. How long did the true final boss take you? It was a while. I also fought it across 2 days. So it was probably like maybe like 3 or 4 hours, maybe closer to 3 actually. I don't know. It didn't feel like it took that long compared to some of the other stuff in the game, honestly. Can I even use this here? I feel like there's like, I think that's a bit closer to the color. Yeah, I mean, for me, it really just depends on the run back. Like, that's why I hated, people talk about other runbacks in the game. For me, Savage Beastfly 1 is literally the worst runback. It was never as bad as that again. People talk about Last Judge. Last Judge was really not that bad. Like, once you get the hang of the blasted steps platforming, it's fine. Like, I really didn't think it was that hard. The ones where you have to play the needle in are a little annoying because you have to like watch a cutscene and then like, you know, Hornet like falls over and then she wakes up fallen over and you have to wait for her to stand up. Like, that's a little annoying, but it's like, in terms of like, you know, you have to trek really far and there's a high chance you're going to take damage and go into the boss low on resources. Like, Savage Beastfly 1, literally the worst example in the entire game, in my opinion. I don't, like, maybe I was just worse at the game. I just don't think anything was worse than that. I think the runbacks in general are not as big of a problem as some people make them out to be. But to me, that was the worst one. High Hall's enemy gauntlet was rough. Yeah, I mean, I did that like so long ago at this point. I don't even remember that well, but yeah, that I remember that being... The run back isn't bad, but it just, the gauntlet itself is a lot. Well, I mean, because people say, I've heard people say they struggled way more with the second version of Beastfly, and I did that like in like 3 tries. So I think it just depends when you fight it. Like my friend, I was talking to my friend about it, and like I think he fought it with like another mask that I didn't have, so that made it a lot less painful. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's because I was streaming. I'm not sure why it was so painful, but it was. It's weird hearing Hollow Knight music now after playing so much Silksong, actually. Yeah, Red Memory was so cool. I really do like the story. Like, I don't know. I don't dislike Hollow Knight's story, but it is a thing where it's like, I didn't really like get it until I watched a bunch of lore videos, whereas with Silksong, I felt a much more kind of inherent like connection to the characters and world. Like, I just like Hornet a lot more than the Knight, kind of on a base level. I don't know. I don't know if the story was like objectively better, but for me it worked better. Hello, side up. Yeah, Hornet talking definitely helps. I hope so, Nerdbird. I don't know. I like the underground aesthetic when it's done well, but like literally every game has been in some kind of like underground society or facility at this point. It's like I mean, I guess Side Order is still inside. It's either underground or in a virtual tower in a computer. So like, yeah, I'd be cool with us going outside and seeing some different kinds of things, which I want to say Raiders seems to be doing, but I have a sneaking suspicion Raiders is going to be like, oh, you explore the islands and then go into sub areas that are the actual levels, kind of like Alterna. Which I really hope it isn't that, but I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. Why am I getting... Okay. Sorry. This place does have ads, but they're less frequent, so we're gonna roll with it. I feel like a lot of people... The consensus was kind of like, you know, you don't really need to play Hollow Knight before Silksong, because the lore is kind of cryptic anyway, like, you don't really need to play it to understand the story, but, like, now I would definitely recommend people play. I mean, on one hand, just for the gameplay, because Silksong definitely feels like a sequel to Hollow Knight in the sense that, like, it expects you to have played the first game and, like, understand the gameplay loop, and I just think it has a much higher baseline difficulty, especially at early game. But also, like, there's a lot of story moments that genuinely do hit a lot harder if you played Hollow Knight first. So I feel like it really is worth playing them in order. The islands don't look big enough for them to be a whole thing. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm worried, but I don't know. We'll see how they handle it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's so weird to stop. With Hollow Knight, I feel like the quote-unquote bad ending was like a lot more ambiguous. Like, it still felt like it's like, okay, I beat the guy, I did the thing. Like, if you don't fully grasp the lore, like, you know, yeah, it definitely isn't the best outcome for, like, the world, but it doesn't feel... Silksong's bad ending feels a lot more bad, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I think it's much more obviously like, okay, no, you didn't do everything, like, there's more to the game. This isn't the real ending. Like, I don't know. If some people are really satisfied just rolling credits, then sure. But I think most people, maybe not most people, because most people I guess don't finish a game who actually buy it, but most people who actually like care about the game and enjoy it, I think would be more motivated to get True Ending in Silksong than Hollow Knight. Shoot, what am I? I'm sorry, I'm trying to copy and paste a tree while talking and I forget how to do this. I'm just gonna rebuild it by hand at this point. Yeah, let me see. Is this like, oh, okay, I'm falling to my death. Yeah, that's fine. Can you ink this? Yeah. Splatoon 1, of course you can ink it. Yeah, I know that's like the smart thing to do, Octoseal. I just, I don't know. I'm not a real Minecraft builder. I just sort of like to do it as I go. Right, oh my god. Yes, Green Gamer. I love Undertale and Deltarune. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. I just think I keep doing this thing where I edit the block and then update the block. Okay, here we go. It's true that the further you get into the game, the more it depends on your Hollow Knight knowledge, but I still just think a first-time player would be more motivated to get further into the game, but I don't know. I mean, you know, and it's like, it still would be cool to go back and play Hollow Knight and then be like, oh, I get it now. So it's not a bad thing, for sure. I mean, I love that the stories actually connect and have, like, I don't want to call it fan service, because it feels like it's like, you know, I feel like that's kind of reductive to what the storytelling is, but, you know, definitely moments that are very cool for people who know what's going on. Where is this tree? Oh, it's here. Okay, this should not be... I guess I can just use like moss carpets here? I don't really know. Yeah, that's probably the best way I can do that. Yeah, these trees are weirdly blue. What are... I don't know what the nether leaves are. Okay, just look up leaves. Nope, that doesn't work. What are... what are the nether leaves? Natural blocks. Are those... I mean, there's like the full... like these things. I mean, that color is more accurate, I guess. I guess they look less like leaves. I mean, that's probably still the... yeah, that's probably the better call. You're right. This is supposed to be... Could maybe make that one shorter. Yeah. Did I do that? Okay. When I think of some of these songs, I remember how I used them in my Splatoon video essay before I actually think of how they appear in Hollow Knight. I used a lot of Hollow Knight music in that. Should this one also be shorter? I guess it kind of... well... this one matters less. I'm gonna keep this one tall because I think it looks better like from a distance. Let me go over there and see. I'm not sure. Why are I never noticed that the trees are blue on this site. That's really weird. Huh. Yeah, that looks about right. I think it looks better when they're tall because you have more of the detail. It's kind of just an awkward...
Everything we do.
Oh no. Stop giving me ads. What's the video tomorrow? I don't want to like spoil it, but I guess people keep asking me. I guess I can say for the stream watchers, it's just about in the Splatoon 1 art book, there's this like manga that's like really weird. It's basically, it's like kind of like concept art for Splatoon 1's story, basically. I mean, some people, if you have the Splatoon 1 art book, yeah, you would know. But if you have the Splatoon 1 art book, you've probably seen it, but I'm basically just going through and like kind of like summarizing it and talking about it, and like how it relates to kind of how, you know, the final game and how it turned out. I don't know, there's just lots of stuff in the Splatoon art books that I think are worth talking about that aren't really discussed on YouTube very often. And it's like, on one hand, if you have the art book, I don't know how much you'll get out of it. Well, I don't know, because I'm trying to, like, you know, provide my own insight and like reference sources and stuff. So yeah, people need to know about the Salmon Deathchild. I will not bring up the Splatoon 3 art book in this video, but I don't know, I might do more stuff, because I used to, back when I did I had that Splatoon 1 series called The Final Grind, which I did like leading up to Splatoon 3, and I did like a Splatoon fact of the day, and a lot of it was just me like, hey, here's this cool thing in the art book that I think is neat, and I haven't really done that since, but it was kind of fun. I liked just talking about obscure, or not even necessarily obscure, but just things in the art book that I think are cool. I don't know if I like that thing I just did. Actually, yeah, I think that looks okay. But yeah, I don't know if I'll do more videos like it. It's kind of, it's been weird. My motivation with this video has been weird. I kind of didn't, like, you know, I went through the whole creative process slump thing where like halfway through I'm like, this sucks actually, and I don't like it. And then I'm just at the point where it's especially annoying that I'm having these rendering issues, because I really just feel like I'm at the point where like I just want to get this video out so I can stop thinking about it, and Premiere will not render the video and let me stop thinking about it. So it's very frustrating, but yeah, I kind of just want to get it out and move on to the next thing at this point, but I do think it's interesting, and I hope people like it. I really want to do the boss ranking video that I've been talking about forever, but I'm also about to hit 20,000 subs. Like I would assume normally when I upload I gain subscribers, so I'm hoping that this video will end up putting me over 20,000 subs, and then I had an idea for like a 20,000 sub special, so I was going to try and do that, which hopefully should take a lot less time than this video. Should be fairly easy to push out, and then we can move on to the boss ranking, which I've been talking about forever. This song is so good. And so, like, yeah, like, as I've been working on this video, because my motivation has been kind of weird with it, I've been writing a bunch of, like, the boss ranking script, so I'm hoping that won't take... I don't know, I don't want to, like, promise, like, oh, because I've been working on it, it's going to come out way faster. Like, it'll probably still be, like, a decent amount of time, but, yeah, I'm hoping it will not take too long. Okay, these are the platforms that are really weird, because there's, like, really no good... I don't know what Minecraft palette to use for these. They're like beige metal, which doesn't really exist. This is what I did before. I don't know. I could. Low-key Octo Valley is Hollow Knight, Octo Expansion is Silksong, and everything else is Hungry Knight. Sure, we'll go with that. I don't know. Anyone got any ideas for like a block palette for these? Like, I almost feel like sandstone. I think I tried using like stripped birch before. Maybe. I don't know. I really don't know for these. Because I feel like just sticking to gray... It's like gray beige, which like doesn't exist in Minecraft, I feel like. Mixed with a gray block? Yeah, but like... Gray concrete? Oh, true, actually. The problem there is that it's just too smooth. So like, how do I add texture without it looking kind of like splotchy and weird? That is like the right color, but it's not. Is there like a terracotta that's... I don't know. That looks totally different. I don't know if there's really any powder that fits. I didn't really like the way this looked. Music is depressing. I mean, it's relaxing. I don't know. I like Hollow Knight music. It's definitely depressing in the context of the game a lot of the time, but, you know. Well, no, I have gravity turned off, so it doesn't fall. We don't have to worry about that. I just don't think the color is that good. Black concrete powder. I mean, that wouldn't really fit. Like, that does... Oh, I think this was a different thing. Was this a different thing? It probably was. That was the... Okay. Stag stations. I will say, I think generally, I prefer... I mean, I'm sure it's recency bias on some level, but I feel like I came out of Silksong thinking like I liked it better than Hollow Knight. One thing, I do prefer the stag over the bell beast. I know people like having like big dog bug, but some of my favorite dialogue in Hollow Knight was like talking to the stag at each of the new locations and him like telling the history of it. I always thought that was really cool. I was kind of sad that the bell beast didn't talk. Obviously it's just a different, you know, they wanted to give you a dog creature, but I do prefer Hollow Knight's take on that. Yeah, you didn't get little babies, but I don't know. He was like the gruff old man bug. I don't know. I thought it was cool. Stag and Isopadre. Dude, I've had like an idea of fan art in my head of Cornifer and Isopadre. I want to draw that at some point because they just look vaguely similar. I don't know. I don't know if there's more to it than that. They're just guys I like in games that are bug looking. Yeah, it's just too smooth. Even this I feel like is too flat. I feel like I need to add more to that. I don't know. This won't work, surely. But I don't. There's like those like little. There's like metal plates. I feel like this almost like makes sense. I don't know. Say like. Acacia? Well, that's what I tried doing here. That's another ad. Splatoon have this weirdly indie feeling. I wouldn't say 2 so much, but 1 kind of. Just because it's like kind of small in scope and just very, you know, unique and weird. I would really only say 1 has that. Because to me, 2 is where the series started to feel more like, okay, this is like a Nintendo game. Like, not that Splatoon 1 doesn't feel Nintendo-y, but it just feels so different. Like, even compared to other Nintendo stuff, I feel like. Whereas Splatoon 2, it's kind of, just the visuals at least, it just looks so much more like a Nintendo game. Whereas Splatoon 1 is still just kind of like this weird thing. I don't really like what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of experimenting. Yeah, I mean it's not quite indie still. Let me look at it like from this perspective. That like kind of fits. I'm kind of okay with how this is looking. Maybe I don't want to make it like too messy, but I feel like one more kind of cracked stone bricks would be weird, probably. Yeah, well, I feel like it should be kind of random though, right? Like that's sort of how it looks. I mean, there's like these weird hatches. I actually have like no idea what that's supposed to be. Why is there like a door? That's the fun thing about building stuff in Minecraft is you just look at textures like that you would never care about before. Like, why is there a... I don't know. I guess it's just part of like the scrap Octarian aesthetic thing. I don't really know. Could that even be a trapdoor? Or would that be weird? No, it's too like dark. That could be polished. The other one. Polished tough, maybe. You can do like a... Eh. I don't know. Maybe it should just be 1 block. 1 block seemed too small. Maybe a 2x2. There's an Octotrooper inside making it float. Yeah, just infinitely shooting a propeller. I don't know. The scale, again, the scale I feel like is in between 3 and 4 blocks, which I can't physically do, so it's annoying. Oh, you know what I could do is like something like this. Kind of forgot I can't do this sideways. But I don't know. What if I did it like this? I mean, I could do it like on top of it. I feel like that's gonna be like too 3-dimensional though. Yeah, I mean that just seems kind of extra. can I do... No, I didn't know if the debug would let me do like vertical slabs. Yeah. I really wish I could just use a trapdoor here, but I just don't really feel like there's one that fits the color. It's kind of almost more... You know what? Maybe just that, right? I'm just gonna leave it at that for now. Looks more brown than it does gray. I feel like it looks more gray to me. Do you have shelves? No. I don't think a shelf would work there. Do I? I assume that's a... Yeah. I don't. I didn't think this would be the part we were working on today this much, just the cubes. Let me do like more... Shoot. I need to listen to more Silksong soundtrack too, to be honest. You know what? Screw it. That's what. Does that have ads? Does the Christopher Larkin Silksong OST video have ads? We're gonna find out.
Sorry, what'd you say?
It does. Okay, well maybe just pre-roll. Maybe just pre-roll. I need to listen to more of Silksong OST outside the game, because honestly, like one of the only tracks I like really remember. I know there's good music, but the only one I really know by name is Biowater, actually. I'm kind of okay with this, at least for now. I think more polished than bricks. More polished andesite. Yeah, okay, hang on. Having it be more like just only doing one brick at a time kind of gives it more of an actual intentional feel, I feel like. I kind of like that. Okay, this I forgot this first one is very bombastic. Okay, here we go. I don't want to do mossy. I don't think mossy bricks would really fit in. I'm basically just like making it start out like this. Let me go ahead and just copy that so I don't have to do that again. You know what? It's probably just rotated, isn't it? I wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo just copy-pasted this asset 3 times. So why can't I? And where's the hatch on the third one? Oh, okay, it's on the left. So what I'm gonna do is something like this. Get rid of that. And put it there. Boom. That kind of, yeah. It generally captures the vibe. I don't know if the colors would be exact, but I feel like that works for sure. Is there any other like texture I could add to this? I mean, this is pretty accurate, to be honest. Oh, you know, this is even. Okay, so this should just be one shorter. That works. I don't know why I bothered destroying those. I could have just done this, but whatever. Boom. Yeah, so it's even. Okay. Where does... Oh, this is just a combat gauntlet. I'm like, where does this even play? Okay. So now a lot of it I think is just kind of copy pasting cube textures. Well, let me get the grates figured out. Because I might just use like slabs for these, low-key. Oh my god. Also, random thing, I feel like I remember reading on the Splatoon wiki that Agent 3 always uses green ink in the hub world the same way new Agent 3 in Splatoon 3 always uses yellow ink, and that's like not true because I'm clearly using pink ink right now. I just randomly read that the other day. I'm like, I know for a fact that isn't true, but I don't know. I guess maybe I should have edited it in that case, but I did not get around to it. I forget where it even said it. What am I doing? I'm looking for the grates. How did I handle these over here? I don't remember. Oh, I did use... Okay, I used a combination of trapdoors and slabs, which I think actually looks pretty good, all things considered. And right, obviously I used this, so I should probably continue using these. Now it's the issue of having this move up vertically. So that's why I use slabs here. Yeah, I could do something like this, maybe? Oh, there are ads. Christopher Larkin, no. I mean, you deserve money for the good soundtrack, but... Okay. I don't know about that. I mean, I could obviously just do like a smooth stone slab type of deal, or like andesite. This just doesn't look much like a grate, is the issue. But it matches the color and the shape like well enough. Oh, this actually does have a little like one block thing at the start. Okay. Shoot. I mean, yeah. Like, the actual, if you look at the actual, like, there's a platform here, then a ramp, then a little platform at the end. Like, the actual shape of it is more accurate if I just use slabs. So, it's probably best to just go with that. But then for a thing like this, it's like, do I bother using the trapdoors because it's flat and I can? I kind of feel like, yeah. I kind of feel like if I can get away with that, I might as well. I also don't feel like this should look like this. This should be like a carpet situation. Yeah, that's pretty much accurate, so just place it with andesite. There was a motif I kept thinking I was hearing in Silksong's soundtrack. I don't know if I actually was. Like, I don't even remember what it is from Hollow Knight. Well, actually, it's the... It was like the Godmaster music. I thought it was in like the first cutscene, but I think I might have just been hallucinating. Oh yeah, I never finished the UFO up here. I guess I do that like at the end of today. I want to go back and replace this, by the way. I was going back and forth on this at the start of the build, but I want to keep like the copper grates. I want to make them all the greenish looking ones just to make it consistent. So I need to go back and change that in the first area. I don't know if I want to keep it the more copper colored one for the kettles though. Maybe not, actually. I don't know. I won't worry about that for now. So now we have a 3x3 version of these, basically, even though they're supposed to be the same size because I just built the world weird, and we're gonna go with this and hope it looks okay. This is very dramatic music for building in Minecraft, but I kind of like it. It's kind of a vibe. I don't even know if we need the bricks there. I think that looks kind of good on its own. Just gonna go ahead and grab that. Move that there. I think this literally is the same one copy pasted over there too. It might not be exactly, and it's just that the hatches are in the same place, but honestly, I'm just gonna do this.
Protect your dreams.
Oh no. Okay. And this is one of these platforms. So I can probably just go and like yoink this from over here. There is a propeller on the side of that, so I guess I'm doing this sideways if I can. Which I sort of can. Yeah. Yeah? Or maybe like that. Yeah. Sure, that's basically how that should look. Having in the background while you work on your stupid autism FNAF game. Sounds like a good time, I think. Another one of these. Let me see if there's like... Because that one has that like metal sheet on the side that's supposed to be represented by these andesite blocks. I don't know if this one does. Does not appear to. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. So sometimes I only do 2 and sometimes I do 3. This is probably a 3. We are making Octavalley in Minecraft, yep. Is this the same as this? Kind of. We can just do this and boom boom. I'm definitely happy with how these turned out, actually, of all the things. I like that these look the way they do. Love your stuff, dude. Thank you. Yeah, so this is the part I thought would be easy, and it kind of is. We're just kind of going up here, adding textures to these blocks. Oh, okay, I'm falling. That's fine. So that's a propeller lift block. So let's go ahead and copy that same thing over from there. That propeller is on the bottom, okay. Massive Splatoon lore video, such a nice video for the background. Thank you. Yeah, I I take pride in being background to noise. I'm perfectly fine with that. So I'm glad you enjoy. Okay. Okay. Wow, I made it. Cool. Yeah, that's good there. Then we just need to add the thing. I haven't really thought that far ahead. I was like really motivated when I first started this project to do a bunch of Splatoon stuff in Minecraft, but I've been taking my time with this one, to the point that committing to another massive project is like I can say I'll do it now, but it probably won't be done for like a year or more, or probably won't even be started for then, because I don't know. I'm still not even sure how much I want to scope this project, if I wanted to like do the actual levels and stuff. So I don't want to make any promises, but it'd be cool to do other Splatoon builds. I don't know if I would do Octo Canyon necessarily, but something else maybe. Maybe like just Cephalon HQ, but like not the rest of it. That could be fun. I wonder if that should be 3 blocks tall or not. Oh, okay. That's another ad. There we go. Which section is this? This is Area 5 of Octo Valley. Yeah, this should be one lower, I think. We have a first area here, second here, third here, fourth here, and then fifth. And then obviously we have to do the cliffs and everything. This stream, I think we'll just be finishing up Area 5. I do have to make it a bit shorter today, so it's probably as far as we're gonna get. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Then that's a propeller lift, so I can probably just copy this one wholesale. Nope. Boom. Cool. Although it is facing the other way. Let me just rotate all of this, because why not? It's gonna make my life easier. There we go. Oops. Okay, let's take that ink rail. Not gonna reach it. There we go. Splatoon 2 player only because it's 25 bucks. Just haven't got the money for the other ones. Yeah, that's fair. Still a lot to enjoy in Splatoon 2. Even though I don't really go back to it much for the multiplayer at this point, but did enjoy it when it was the thing. Okay. That's gonna be the same as that. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate, but that's just kind of how it's going to be when they make a sequel on the same console that just kind of directly improves on a lot of things. Why is this like this? Did I do that on purpose, or did I like delete blocks? Oh, I guess just because the kettle's gonna go there. But why would I use that? Anything it should be used, I feel. Okay. Then this is a propeller lift. Yeah, I mean, I still think Splatoon 4 is a ways out because we're getting Raiders first, but yeah, it'd be cool if you could be on board for the start of the next main line. Oh no. No, this is the right thing. Yeah. Okay. Propellers on the side. Can I not? Oh my god. There, jeez. What is this ad? Oh my god. That's so loud. I want to listen to Silksong music, so we're just gonna deal with it. We're gonna deal with the ads. Did I put on the wrong? No, that's correct. Do, and then this should just go here. And then this is the launch pad. And that's kind of Area 5 done. I mean, it's kind of it's probably the simplest one, but like I think it just is in game. I mean, maybe there's a little bit more like texturing we could do. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of just like it kind of just looks like that. I mean, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go make the UFO. Where is it? Okay. It is moving on the map, so it always is a little hard to press. Okay, this will be kind of fun, actually. Sorry, just checking something. Okay, let me figure out what to do for like the gray part first. Would tough be the best? Maybe like andesite and tough. Something like this. Maybe like a third type of thing. Because it's kind of like three distinct like colors of metal, I feel like. Oh, maybe even just stone, like smooth stone, like this. Maybe this goes here. And then this is andesite. And then what's like a reddish metal in Minecraft? It could just use like a red terracotta might actually not be bad. I need a slab though is the issue. I guess like mangrove. Mangrove might be the best option. So we can kind of do like, yeah. And then for the yellow, maybe, again, I guess we'll go to slabs. You have like bamboo. Wonder if it should be more like this. You're raised up. Sorry, I haven't been reading chat much. I've just been kind of locked in. Well, maybe do that and then raise up the boss kettle one. Oh, and then maybe do it like
Welcome to Visible Plus.
Oh no. Okay. Why are the ads getting like more frequent? I feel like. Hang on though. I feel like I have a good idea of what to do here. Is the music gonna start again? Oh, I muted it. Okay, maybe don't raise it up actually. Yeah. It kind of doesn't reach that far out. That's probably a more... Just trying to, I don't know, like I don't want to make it too like flat looking, but I want the shape to just be more accurate to the in-game thing, and it's... no, that looks so much worse actually. I don't want to make it so small. I'm not sure how else to kind of go about doing this. If that's too big, then... well, maybe not. Maybe not. I just need to kind of like round it out. So maybe if I'm doing like this, then I should raise up the... Keep going back and forth, and if I want the boss to be raised up. But yeah. I don't know. Does that? Maybe not. Maybe not. I really can't decide. It's hard to get this how it looks in game. I just wish there was a purple slab of any kind that isn't like, I mean, purple really just doesn't work, I feel like. I wish I could raise it up by a slab. Well, couldn't I could lower everything else by a slab, right? Actually, yeah. Hold on. I totally could. Oh no. Well, don't. Hang on. So I can't. I can't use Axiom for that because I have to do this manually. There's probably a way to do it with Axiom, but I don't know how to move things by a slab in Axiom. I do think this will look really good now. Yeah, okay, this is like what I've been going for. I think that finally... Yeah! Cool. Don't know if I can get a good angle on the underneath. Okay, this is just like literally the concept art one though. So it's like... Just do something like this to start. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. There's like lights there. I almost wonder if like redstone lamps would actually be good there, or if just something maybe more just like chiseled, something like this. I might just do something like this. There's like an orb though. There's like there's a thing that kind of like sticks out of it. In terms of the details of the signs and stuff, I might try and figure that out later, but I think the general look of the UFO is pretty solid. Yeah, I don't like this bottom part, but that's kind of what it kind of has. Oh, you know what? I could do stairs. Probably like these would work best. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, wow. Cool. And now when you're actually down here and you look up. Okay, well, there's a cloud in the way, but okay, we'll just turn clouds off. Yeah. Cool. I do want to leave clouds on because, like, when you look up in game too, they're not as like solid, but there are clouds that drift by in front of it. I intentionally made it so that was like at the cloud layer pretty much, or it's above it, but yeah. Because then if you were to like super jump from here, and be like, ooh, and you go above the cloud, and you're here. Okay, cool. You know what? I might go ahead and call it there. I know that's really short. I said today was going to be a short stream. I didn't think it would be this short. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. Am I? You know, yes, I think I will. Because we have now finished pretty much the entire playable area. There's still some other details I need to mess around with, like telephone poles here and the underneath of that, which I've been talking about for forever, but yeah. That's the main thing I wanted to do. There's a chance I might do another like late night stream or something this week to kind of make up for this one being short, although there is a video. I'm gonna get the video out, so maybe we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I mean, this is looking pretty cool now. I need to like figure out the ink rails and stuff because there's still a few like ugly ugly things standing out that I need to make look better, but definitely generally coming together. Oh hey, I'm so sorry, I'm about to end the stream. I know, it's a really short one today. Sorry about that. I just got some other stuff going on today, but thank you guys for joining me. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it there. Hopefully video out tomorrow. Maybe even, no, probably not today at this point. But yeah. I guess I don't have anything else to say. Thanks for joining. Short one, sorry, but I will see you guys next time.